Here we are concerned with the next biofertilizer, that is Trichoderma. Trichoderma is a free living fungus. It growing in a soil and in the or near about the root ecosystem. That means Trichoderma remain in the soil, the mycelium or spores remain in the soil, and also it remains in the root ecosystem, that means nearby area of the roots. That means Trichoderma growing in a free living condition in the soil, and also it remains near about the root. Then as far as the Trichoderma culture is concerned, Trichoderma is one type of fungi used as a biofertilizer. That means if it is cultured in the laboratory, the culture is the Trichoderma mycelium grows efficiently or properly in a 20 to 30 degrees centigrade temperature, and the medium used for culture of this Trichoderma, that is CMP or PDA. That means simply CMP means a commercial dextrose agar medium, or PDA it is a common medium for all fungi near about, that is called as a potato dextrose agar. That means potato dextrose agar and commercial dextrose agar, these are the two medium used for the culture of Trichoderma in the laboratory. Then as far as this growth of that Trichoderma is concerned, it grows completely in a near about 1 week or 8 or 10 days, and efficient temperature is the 30 degrees centigrade. This is the culture of Trichoderma in the laboratory. The isolation from the soil, it is generally occur in the crop fields. Trichoderma is commonly occur in the crop fields, or sometimes it is occur in the forest soils. More commonly it is occur in the forest soil, and culture takes place in the laboratory. Then as far as the mycelium of the Trichoderma is concerned, the mycelium is a green colored or sometimes yellow colored. Yellow or green colors are occur in the culture medium. The mycelium appears green or yellow colored. It is mostly branched. The branching is very much, and the branching takes place in the conidiophores. A number of branchings are there: primary branching, secondary branching, tertiary branching, and all branches are right angle to the first branch. That means it is present in the 90 degree, and due to that it is highly branched and appears like a triangle or appears like a pyramid. That means pyramid shaped myceliums are occur when it is densely produced, and it is having highly branched. That means conidiophores are highly branched. 1, 2, 3 times branching is there, and the branches are right anglely arranged, and due to that it appears a pyramid shaped. And this mycelium contains a conidia. The conidia are developed at the top of the conidiophores. The conidia are sometimes global or sometimes ellipsoidal, near about 3.5 micrometer long and 2.4 micrometer in breadth. That means this conidia are ellipsoidal in shape, having some 3.5 micrometer long and a 2.4 micrometer breadth. This is about the conidia which are developed on the conidiophores, and these conidia are simply dry sometimes, generally dry, but sometimes they are having some secretion also. This is about the mycelium green yellow branched. It is the conidiophores are branched, arranged right angle, appears like a triangle, and conidia developed on the conidiophores, they are dry or sometimes having some secretion. Then uses or the mode of application. The mode of application of this Trichoderma: when this Trichoderma is cultured on the culture medium, this culture is used or commercially applicable. For example, Trichoderma viride or Trichoderma herziana, these are commonly or commercially used as a biofertilizer. Then as far as the mode of application is concerned, if suppose for the seed dressing 20 grams of Trichoderma culture is mixed in a slurry of 1 kg cow dung, then it is properly dressed to the seeds. That means seed dressing takes place with the help of 20 grams of culture of Trichoderma along with the 1 liter of or 1 kg of the slurry of the cow dung. That mixture is simply dressed on the seeds. This is the seed dressing treatment. Second, that is, if it is used to seedling treatment, at that time 2 kg of the Trichoderma culture, if it is mixed in the 50 liters of water and the seedlings are treated with that chemical, it is properly useful as a biofertilizer. Then if it is mixed in the soil or soil treatments are there, a 5 kg of the Trichoderma culture, if it is mixed in the 100 kg compost and if it is used in the soil, it is a beneficial to the crops. That means seed treatment, seed dressing along with the culture, then seedling treatments are along with the culture, and if the soil treatments are there, all the 3 conditions are beneficial for the farmers if it is used in different stages of the crop. Then as far as the uses and benefits are concerned, Trichoderma is useful for the disease control because Trichoderma grows on some fungi, the mycelium of some fungi in the soil. That means it is totally, sometimes it acts like a parasite on the some fungi in the soil, and due to that it is responsible for disease control. For example, Trichoderma viridi or Trichoderma harziana, these are the 2 common commercial Trichoderma mostly growing on the, or it secretes the fungicide in the soil, and due to that it consumes the other fungi like a alternaria is there, pythium is there. These are the some fungi can be controlled by the Trichoderma. Then as far as this Trichoderma is concerned, it is used for the disease control of the different types of underground crops like a potato, sweet potato, carrot, then some stem rot diseases, some root rot diseases, damping of diseases, some spotted leaf spot diseases. All that diseases can be controlled by Trichoderma species, that is Trichoderma viridi and Trichoderma harziana. Then as far as this second use of that plant, that Trichoderma, or benefit of that Trichoderma, that is plant growth promoter. Simply, Trichoderma is responsible for solubilizing the insoluble phosphate in the soil. That means phosphates become soluble with the help of this Trichoderma and make it available to the crop plant. This is the use of Trichoderma. That means Trichoderma having a role, that is it solubles the insoluble phosphate and it is available to the plant, and due to that Trichoderma acts as a plant growth promoter, because if the phosphates are available to the plant, more phosphates are available to the plant can grow fastly, and this is the role of Trichoderma, that is it acts like a plant growth promoter. Then the disease resistance, Trichoderma is responsible for or develops a disease resistance in the plant because it secretes some chemicals like ethylene or other chemicals are there, and due to that it can be responsible for increasing the disease resistance in the crop. That means Trichoderma, if sprayed on the crop, it simply synthesizes or it simply release the ethylene or some other substances which are responsible for increasing the disease resistance in the plant. Then the Trichoderma is also acts as a transgenic plant. That means Trichoderma, if treated, the plants are treated with the Trichoderma, it induces the gene that is called as endochitinase genes in the tobacco and potato, particularly in the potato and tobacco. It induces the gene that is called as endochitinase, and due to that these plants becomes a disease resistant plants and healthy plants. Then lastly, that is bioremediation of the soil. Trichoderma is responsible for bioremediation of the soil because it simply, this Trichoderma develops a remediation because it develops or it degrades the pesticide which are present in the soil. If the large number of chemical fertilizers or chemicals are used for the treatment of soil, at that time the soil becomes saturated with a pesticide. At that time these pesticides can be reduced due to the bioremediation. If the treatment of Trichoderma is there, Trichoderma degrades number of pesticides which are present in the soil, and due to that the soil becomes again fertile due to the use of this Trichoderma. This is about the Trichoderma. Then as far as the Mycorrhiza is concerned, Mycorrhiza is a symbiotic fungi are symbiotically associated with many plants, particularly in case of gymnosperm. It is occur on the gymnosperm plant roots, and this mycorrhiza is responsible for more growth because it is responsible for solubilizing the phosphate and make it available to the plant. That means mycorrhizal fungi are symbiotically associated with the roots of particular plants, and it is responsible for increase in the fertility of the plant and the absorption capacity of the plant with the help of solubilizing the phosphate, and phosphate can be absorbed fastly, and due to this plant growth is more fast if the mycorrhiza is associated with the roots of the plant. This is about the Trichoderma and Mycorrhiza. They are acts as a biofertilizer in case of modern agriculture.